The digital chime of a new email notification sliced through the quiet hum of the office. It was a sound that had become both ubiquitous and unwelcome, a constant reminder of the demands of the digital age. It was 7 p.m., and for Alex, a project manager at a bustling tech firm, it was the 20th such interruption in the last hour alone. Each ping, buzz, and alert chipped away at his focus, pulling him further from the task at hand and deeper into a state of distraction. The spreadsheet on one screen blurred into a kaleidoscope of numbers, a seemingly endless sea of data points that refused to coalesce into meaningful insights. While unfinished slides on the other seemed to mock him, their blank spaces and bullet points serving as a stark reminder of the work that remained undone. A deadline loomed, heavy and suffocating, casting a long shadow over his evening and threatening to spill into his weekend. He rubbed his temples, a familiar ache blooming behind his eyes, a physical manifestation of the mental strain he was under. The blue light from the screen seemed to amplify the pain, turning his head into a throbbing drum. The pressure was immense, a constant hum of anxiety that had become the soundtrack to his professional life. It was a feeling he knew all too well, a persistent companion that followed him from meeting to meeting, task to task. This feeling of being perpetually overwhelmed is not unique to Alex. It's a shared experience for countless professionals in today's fast-paced world. The demands of modern work, coupled with the constant connectivity of our digital lives, have created a perfect storm of stress and overwhelm. Our brains weren't designed for this relentless digital onslaught. We're bombarded with information, notifications, and demands from the moment we wake up until the moment we go to sleep, leaving little room for rest and recovery. Chronic mental fatigue isn't just tiredness. It fogs our thinking, dampens creativity, and chips away at well-being. It makes it harder to focus, to solve problems, and to connect with others. The solution isn't to push harder, to grind through the exhaustion and try to force ourselves to be more productive, but to change how we care for our brain. We need to recognize that our brains are not machines, but delicate organs that require rest, nourishment, and attention. We need to shift from relentless output to strategic recovery and intentional brain care. This means prioritizing rest, mindfulness, and activities that nourish our minds and bodies. By adopting simple, science-backed exercises, we can repair, build resilience, and unlock mental performance we thought was lost. It's about reclaiming our focus, creativity, and well-being in a world that constantly demands our attention. Think of your brain, that incredible organ residing within you, as the most powerful supercomputer ever created, a machine capable of processing information at speeds we're only beginning to understand. It's more intricate and complex than any technology we've ever built. It's the engine behind every thought, every idea, every spark of innovation that you experience. Emotion, the highs and lows that shape our experiences. Decision, the choices we make that define our path, and action. It's the driving force behind everything we do. In your professional life, where demands are high and competition is fierce, a healthy brain isn't just an asset, it's essential. It's the key to unlocking your full potential and achieving peak performance. But like any high-performance engine, whether it's in a race car or powering a business, it needs regular maintenance and the right fuel. It requires care, attention, and the proper resources to function optimally. Neglect leads to brain fog, that frustrating feeling of mental sluggishness. Memory lapses, those moments when names and dates seem to vanish into thin air, and reduced creativity, hindering your ability to innovate and problem-solve effectively. The good news? There's hope, and it's within your reach. Our brains are neuroplastic. They can change and improve at any age. This remarkable ability means we can actively shape our cognitive abilities. Every new skill or challenge rewires your brain, forging new connections and strengthening existing ones, making it stronger and more resilient. It's like building mental muscle, preparing you to face any obstacle. The habits we'll explore aren't just wellness tips. They're not just fleeting trends. They're tools for harnessing neuroplasticity. They are evidence-based strategies to optimize your brain power. By challenging, pushing the boundaries of our cognitive abilities, nourishing, providing the essential nutrients our brains crave, and resting our minds, allowing them to recharge and consolidate information, we move from coping to thriving. We unlock a state of sustained well-being and peak performance. Treat your brain as your greatest ally, your most valuable asset in achieving your goals, and invest in its care. Prioritize its health and well-being above all else. This is the foundation for sustained high performance. This is the path to unlocking your full potential and achieving lasting success. In today's fast-paced world, we're constantly bombarded with information, notifications, and demands on our attention. It's easy to get caught up in the whirlwind of activity, feeling overwhelmed and disconnected from ourselves. But amidst the chaos, stillness is revolutionary. It's a powerful antidote to the constant noise and a pathway to greater clarity, focus, and well-being. Mindfulness means paying attention to the present moment, intentionally and without judgment. It's about noticing your thoughts, feelings, and sensations as they arise, without getting carried away by them. This non-judgmental awareness is key. It allows you to observe your experiences with curiosity and acceptance, rather than getting caught up in self-criticism or negative emotions. Even a few minutes of mindfulness can reset your mind, providing a much-needed break from the constant stimulation. This practice brings clarity and focus, helping you to approach your tasks with renewed energy and a sense of calm. The benefits of mindfulness extend beyond just feeling good. MRI studies show mindfulness increases gray matter in areas linked to learning, memory, and emotional regulation, enhancing cognitive function and emotional stability. Furthermore, it reduces activity in stress centers of the brain, promoting a sense of relaxation and well-being. Practicing mindfulness trains your brain, strengthening the neural pathways associated with attention and emotional control. This allows you to be less reactive and more resilient in the face of challenges, responding with greater wisdom and composure. You don't need an expensive retreat. Just 60 seconds at your desk can make a difference. Close your eyes, focus on your breath, feeling the gentle rise and fall of your abdomen. And when your mind wanders, as it inevitably will, gently return your attention to your breath without judgment. This simple act strengthens attentional control, improving your ability to focus and concentrate. This skill is vital for deep work, allowing you to engage in complex tasks with sustained focus and minimal distraction. Use it before work to set a positive intention, between meetings to clear your head, or when stress builds to regain your composure. The goal isn't to empty your mind, which is an impossible task, but to change your relationship with your thoughts, observing them with detachment and equanimity. See them as passing clouds in the sky, not as overwhelming storms that threaten to consume you. This simple exercise, practiced regularly, is a powerful tool against mental fatigue, burnout, and the overwhelming demands of modern life. Make stillness a daily habit, a non-negotiable part of your routine. Embrace the power of stillness for a sharper mind, a calmer heart, and a more fulfilling life. Physical exercise isn't just for your body, it's a brain booster. Exercise increases blood flow, delivering oxygen and nutrients essential for cognitive function. It stimulates BDNF, a protein that helps grow and connect brain cells. You don't need to be a marathoner. Consistency is key. Aim for 30 minutes of moderate activity. Most days walk, jog, cycle, or dance. Even short bursts, like a 10-minute walk, can sharpen your mind. Make movement part of your workday, walk to a colleague, take calls while moving, or schedule walking meetings. Physical activity is a strategic investment in your brain's energy and focus. Move more, think better. Your brain thrives on challenge and novelty. Puzzles, strategy games, and brain teasers sharpen problem-solving, memory, and logic. The key is to pick activities that are both challenging and enjoyable. Games like chess or even new card games exercise your brain's executive functions. Just 15 minutes a day can make a difference. Embrace novelty. Try a new route to work, use your non-dominant hand, or listen to unfamiliar music. These small changes force your brain to create new pathways. Keep your mind agile and resilient by seeking out new challenges. Committing to lifelong learning is a powerful way to boost brain power. Learning new skills, like a language or instrument, creates dense neural networks and enhances cognitive function. The process builds attention, concentration, and memory, all transferable to your work. Choose a skill that excites you and challenges you just enough. Dedicate a few hours each week to practice. Consistency is what solidifies new pathways. Don't fear being a beginner. Struggle means your brain is growing. Lifelong learning fosters creativity, adaptability, and opens new opportunities. Make learning a regular part of your life for a smarter, more versatile mind. Humans are wired for connection, and our brains thrive on social interaction. Meaningful conversations activate networks for language, empathy, and memory. Strong social ties protect against cognitive decline and buffer stress. Move beyond digital chats. Seek genuine face-to-face engagement. Have lunch with a colleague, join a club, or participate in team activities. Even small daily acts, like chatting before meetings or calling a friend, boost brain health. Prioritize social time as a critical mental health exercise. A well-connected brain is happier, healthier, and more resilient. Invest in relationships for a sharper mind. Sleep and nutrition are the non-negotiable foundations of brain health. Sleep is when your brain consolidates memories and clears out toxins. Chronic sleep deprivation impairs focus, decision-making, and emotional stability. Prioritize 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night. Nutrition matters. Your brain uses 20% of your body's calories. Eat foods rich in omega-3s, antioxidants, and complex carbs. Start your day with a balanced breakfast and stay hydrated. Think of meals as opportunities to fuel your brain. Build your brain's foundation with smart sleep and nutrition choices. We've explored practical exercises to transform your brain: mindfulness, movement, puzzles, learning, social connection, sleep, and nutrition. But knowledge alone isn't enough. Action is what matters. You don't need a radical overhaul, just start with one small step. Commit to your mental well-being as much as your professional success. Your brain is your most precious asset. Invest in it daily. Choose one exercise to start today: a minute of mindful breathing, a walk, a new skill, or better sleep. The specific action matters less than the act of beginning. Small, consistent efforts lead to remarkable transformation. You'll notice greater clarity, focus, and calm. Become the architect of your own mind. Build a brain that thrives. Start small, stay consistent, and be patient. The journey to a better brain begins now.